Tapa at the ashram can well be defined as polyhedral, with its many levels and its many purposes, its many aspects, many interpenetrating and interrelated qualities and characteristics, its very dazzling diversity in seeming contradiction, with its oneness of aim to achieve the blend of life with the supramental. The contrast may at first sight be disconcerting, but closer study might reveal that all the phases of practical life are dealt with positively and without any rejection of the possibility of their value in civilization. For over 4 decades, the aggrandizement of the centers of activity, physical, scientific, and mystic, have been the product of the master's creation and the constructive directives of the mother. The class and the play field are only the 2 preliminary planes, perhaps. A carefree life devoted to concentrated creative work and the achievement of a healthy outlook are the prime factors of wealth here. And as for any other wealth that comes, it is turned into investment for creative work, for materials, to keep the body engaged in that devotion which is the corollary to Shri Aurobindo's conception that this life is only a field of yoga. So, these workmen and the works they have created are their roads to achievement of one aim in the end, the better life, or perhaps the greater. In the words of Shri Aurobindo, the supramental. The extent to which the press of the Shri Aurobindo ashram has been an exponent of his many writings is known today all over the world. What the Master wrote has been published in the languages of our world, languages of the East and of the West. That the ashram should have taken over the task of executing the printing of the Master's works is another proof of the meticulous care and devotion and the confidence in the technological skill of the ashramites. Perhaps, in its way, the printing press has contributed immensely to the widespread influence, the magic influence of the Master's name. And here we see that from his voluminous writing, books emerge all day long from the press to reach the minds of those interested in the higher achievements of our life. To the literate, perhaps, this is the center that conveys most how much time the Master devoted to his writing as a poet, philosopher, seer, and mystic. All the publications of the Master and those of the Mother have been rendered into many languages. And to this there can be no end. In the works like the Life Divine, immortality is assured. Besides the press, a newer method of record is also encouraged at the photo section, a branch of activity in keeping with the requirements of an international center of education and culture. Artistic works are within reach of the ashram photographers. And the fact ever remains that but for the ashram photographers, this survey of ashram activities in moving pictures might never have reached your eyes. The day's work can be touched off with peaceful study in excellent libraries. Housed here are all the works of the master, and the literary and philosophical writings of the mother. There are innumerable other classical works also in several languages. And every day the libraries are getting richer with further additions. Popular and good magazines come from many countries. All make these libraries rich storehouses of knowledge. First aid and first-class medical attention are available for the ashramites, and they can choose any three of the medical treatments in practice. The allopathic, the Indian or Ayurvedic, the homeopathic, or, for that matter, the massage clinic, where one can go for a cure, for a healthy massage, for the betterment of the body, or for a happy feeling. An extensive program of physical education for the students of the Shri Aurobindo International University is underway and progressing. But the training of many ashramites has almost reached top level. Gymnastics and the spectacular are seen at the ashram, the result of effort and zeal. Careful study of the progress made will reveal that the mother takes special interest in the progress of the physical development of the ashramite. And here are some words of the master. In the admission of an activity such as sports and physical exercises into the life of the ashram, it is evident that the method and the first objects to be attained must belong to what we call the lower end of the being. Yet within human boundaries can be something very considerable and sometimes immense. And here is an instance of the devotion of the ashramites to the mother on her birthday. The program includes items that exhibit artistic and histrionic talent. Or it may be the school anniversary day when the students stage a play. It could be any play, from a tableau of the divine dancer Shiva to a chapter from the story of Sweet Cinderella. It's Christmas time, and the children must have their day. The tree and mother will come. And a Merry Christmas is in store for the barn. For to the children of the ashram, the mother is Santa Claus. She will give every one of them blessings, presents, and sweets. In the recent decades, one activity after another has been launched in the field of physical culture by the mother who has inaugurated the centers of training. All forms of the art of self-defense, like boxing, wrestling, fencing, lap chase, are all open to those who wish to take advantage of such training, irrespective of the sex of the ashram. The training is identical to either boy or girl. The discipline of duty will take us through the austerity of physical life. Such are some of the words of the mother. She has said, too, that the basic program will be to build a body beautiful in form, harmonious in posture, and agile in its movements, powerful in its activities, and resistant in its health and organic functions. Well-known men visit the ashram to give demonstrations to the inmates. The inmates display, too, an enviable command of the body, as this one, for example. He is certainly at home in physical training of the yogic style. Here you see, for example, that physical training is co-educational. And this is an amusing fight. Not this one by any means. He is the physical training instructor, and I wouldn't take a punch from him. What about a swimming pool, you might ask? By the playfield is the blue sea. Here you see the big ones and the little ones all trying to do their best at riding the surf. Like the golden crop that the ashram fields yield at harvest time, so do the ashramites display the result of their training across the year. In the organized teamwork and rhythm, in the marching, in the unity seen in the march past, is an example of acquisition that comes of ardent training. Here perhaps are the foundations of future cooperation and teamwork. Agility and speed are both seen in the hurdles. Endurance in the long distance. Speed and agility in the sprints. Team spirit in the relay. Hop, step and jump. There is strength in this tug. Not that there is no strength in this one. And heights are reached in high jump, and altitudes in pole vault. It is blossom time. The flowers are in bloom. There are flower gatherings for offerings. And like flowers, the ashramites are happy too. It is the season when on a day the mother gives away saris as presents. Here are crowds waiting for darshan, for it is darshan day, one of the 4 in every year. Soon the ashramites will pay homage to the mother. They will proceed to the samadhi to salute at the master's shrine. And then they go to where the master lived. Not only the ashramites, but visitors from everywhere. And 24th of April was also chosen for the declaration of the inauguration of the Shri Aurobindo International University Center. Eminent personalities were informed of this, and that erstwhile eminent leader of Bengal, Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, presided over the function. The mother addressed all those present.
Shri Aurobindo is present in our midst, and with all the power of his creative genius, he presides over the formation of this university center, which years he considered as one of the best means of preparing the future humanity to receive the supramental life that will transform the elite of today into a new race, manifesting upon earth the new light and force and life. In his name, I open today this convention meeting here with the purpose of realizing one of his most cherished ideas.
1 year after the convention, the mother declared open the International Center, thereby laying the foundations, as it were, today, of the International Cultural Center of tomorrow. No one who visits the ashram can ever forget the flowers that blossom here. They come into their own, these flowers, at the ashram, for they are the mother's ministers of beauty and truth. Yes, truth as well as beauty. For the mother attributes symbolic meaning to each flower. Ask a sadhaka the significance of a flower which the mother gives him at blessings, and he is likely to say, remember that mother gives not simply the flower, but the state of consciousness for which it stands, if you are open to receive it. The sadhakas of the ashram testify that again and again they step at the flower room on their way to samadhi and are given the exact combination of flowers that conveys to them a striking message which meets their current spiritual problem. Like these flowers are the sons and daughters of the ashram, blossoming into many forms of life and activity under the sunshine of the mother's grace and nourished by her light and force. The seeds of the ashram flowers have been gathered from many parts of India and the world. With skill and devotion, they have been adapted to the soil and the climate until they blossom forth, as you see, with rare beauty. Just so, the divine gardener has been attracting to this propitious spot men, women and children from all over India and many parts of the world, a colony of heaven, flowering into the new race of the sons and daughters of the divine.